episode 2 of what we're going to call Lord Willin. Is it a pod? It's not really a podcast. What would you call this?
You could call it a podcast.
I guess we could call it a podcast.
This is just two people talking.
It's just two people talking, yes. So one thing that I wanted you to notice, two people and one dog, as the dog is coming into picture frame now. Hi. Okay, so one thing that I wanted you to know and understand is this is not monetized. We're not making any money off of this. There's no commercials. If there is any kind of commercial, it is not me. We are not doing anything. This is not a monetized YouTube video. So that's just to make that clear right up front so you guys understand. All right, so going over just some of the comments, a lot of the comments really appreciate. Oh, I thought that was really interesting that, did you read any of the comments from, I'm an atheist, but I was really interested by that. I actually appreciate everybody's, all the atheists out there to say, I'm an atheist, basically don't believe what you're talking about, but I appreciate what you guys are doing, and seem like good people. I'm actually happy with that. Are you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So I have no problem with that. Obviously, I appreciate you guys even looking and even thinking about something. So, so we've seen that, a lot of good comments on there, and I really appreciate those things. A couple questions. One that I wanted to answer and let Kyle answer, and then get a little bit deeper into at least how we think about things, how I think about things. So I don't want to speak for Kyle because he's 30 years younger than me, so 31 years younger than me. So he can have his own opinions on a lot of things, and opinions change, and we develop different ideas as we learn and start understanding stuff. So first question that we had that really jumped out at me was, how did God bless your business?
Well, that's a pretty easy one to answer realistically, because just look around at where we're standing right now. None of this would be around if it weren't for God blessing our business.
Yep, I have okay. Anything more?
Go ahead.
All right. I actually have a slightly more nuanced answer to that question. That I think that people that have successful businesses, there's a lot of non-Christians that have successful businesses. There's a lot of atheists that have successful businesses. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of probably Satanists that have successful business, or whatever kind of person you want to say. So the success of the business is not, I think it's not necessarily solely the blessing of God. Do I believe God blesses us? Absolutely. I want to be really clear, do I do anything, like in particular, like this video? Sorry, I'm going to jump back just a little bit. Why we're doing videos. I do not, let's see, I'm sorry. Why are we doing videos? I'm doing videos, and I felt that we should be doing this because we are blessed, not because I want to be blessed. And I did see that comment quite a bit, actually, that, the Lord will bless you for doing this. Maybe, but that doesn't matter to me if he does or doesn't. He's already blessed me with good family, with good people, with all of this, the ability to do all of this. And so I'm doing it because I feel we should, not because I want anything more in the future. Okay?
Yeah, and you can get into that too with the prosperity gospel, and we don't subscribe to that ideology necessarily at all. So
yeah,
it's more coming from a position of love, not only love for God, but love for you that's watching this. We want you to hear an encouraging message, and we want you to hopefully maybe grow in faith if you're watching.
Yep. Or get faith if you have none. So back to the little bit slightly more nuanced answer there. I believe that let's give this for example. I believe God wants me to do X. So I'm just going to pray and I'm just going to wait for God to do it. That's not the way it works. Correct?
Correct.
Therefore, God gives us the ability, the talents. We are to use those abilities and talents. Waiting for God to bless, or even waiting for God to do. This is a little overgeneralized, okay? So don't beat me up on it too bad. But waiting for God to do something and you sitting there doing nothing, I believe is wrong. We know what to do if you're in the Word, if you're studied up, you understand the big picture of things. You can make good decisions. As a matter of fact, going back to that Satanist that owns a business, or that Satanist, whatever they are, doesn't matter. If they follow basic, universal principles of business, they're gonna be successful. That's just a fact of life. But it's who sets up these universal principles that just work? God. Where do you find these universal principles that just work? Bible. You really do. Okay, that's where these universal principles just come in play. Okay, so does God bless us and bless this business? I believe so. I ask for God to bless this business. I ask for God to help me be a better businessman, a better father, a better boss, a better husband, all these things, and for His glory. And I think, and I also pray that God brings in good. Believe it or not, I do believe and pray for God to bring in good, high-paying, correct, the right customers. Okay, the customers that He wants us to have, the people that He wants us to work with. So that's a little bit long answer. Does God bless our business, or how does God bless our business? I think God blesses our business by giving us the abilities, the talents. It's up to us to use them and do them. So there's that one. All right. Let's see. And another question. Where was another comment or question that we had around? Or
Wasn't it? How does our faith affect how we run the business?
oh yes.
So
Okay.
I can answer that one.
Okay. How does our faith affect our business, or affect the way we handle business?
Ultimately, it all comes down to one of the most famous verses in the Bible that realistically sums it up. It's Matthew 7, verse 12. It's the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. If you can follow that, you're most of the way there.
Yep. So Jesus says that there's two rules. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul, and love your brother as yourself. Okay. Not the exact quote there, but it's close enough. So what we do here is, if we work really hard at always making sure that we go over and above to try to make things right if things go wrong with somebody. Sometimes personality conflicts, or just conflicts in general, or whatever, will come into the picture, and we just have a falling out, whatever it may be. But I will stand on with anybody, anywhere, at any point in time, if to have anybody look at it from the outside and look at every single thing. And I only want to be able to answer to God, and did I do as much as I could? Did I go over and above? That's also in Sermon on the Mount, when Jesus says, to somebody tries to take your shirt, give them your coat also. Okay, to a point. Okay, because you always do reach a point. It's like, okay, that's it. That's usually where people have the falling out. Is we go over and above. I try to take care of stuff. You can see right over here, for example, that is the big black Hemi jet boat. And that is, here just always trying to make things right, trying to help out, and doing things that, and he's very appreciative because it isn't my problem, my thing, but we're still trying to help and trying to do something. So there's always stuff there that we try to make sure that we always, when somebody sues you for your somebody, and this is actually what it says, somebody sues you for, in a couple of versions, sues you for your shirt, give them your code also. Okay, it's just settle everything. Just try to settle it and not make enemies, and that's what we try to do. So that is one of the primary things we do. Try to treat everybody as we want to be treated. Sometimes people don't reciprocate that, and that's fine. But other than that, that is how we run things here. So how God blesses us, our business, what we do, and I hope that this kind of thing is encouraging you guys, gives you a little bit of insight. We're trying not to make these an hour long, but well, at least right now, an hour long video.
Yeah, if we get some other people involved, some other shops or industry people involved, then it might run a little longer than this. But
Yep. I do have some people we're probably going to talk to, and it'll be interesting. So leave your comments, but primarily, leave any questions. If you have questions or interested about us or about faith or about other things, feel free to ask. And we are, I think we're going to try to do this maybe every other week or so. This is still so in its infancy. It's crazy. Just trying to do what, we're just trying to do what we feel God's telling us to do, and share the word. So anyways, I think that's it for this episode. So, Lord willing, see you in a couple weeks.
that's right.